Hi, I'm Mark Burgess and I'm a Shijie guitar player. I say that because I already have one. I have an STE humbucker single model and I was so impressed with it I decided that I had to get a telly as well. I'm not a telly player, it's just something that I quite like the look of, and more importantly I fancied a kind of a twin for mine, provided by the lovely UK agent Greg of C&G Guitars. I ordered this one about 2 months ago and it's come through. And this is my unboxing video. So, first thing to say is that this guitar is incredibly light, and that's before I've done anything. The box seems okay. And I'm going to have a go unboxing it, so you'll have to bear with me. I don't have any video editing skills as such, so you may have to put up with me cursing and blinding as I try to undo this. First bit seems to have gone reasonably well. Has to be said, good box. All the way from China, and I think Greg inspects them when they get to the UK. And that with them. So let's pull out this. Well, it doesn't come out that easily because it's got padding in there to make sure that it's stable. One bit of padding. And here we have the guitar. So, what else is in the box? Let's have a butcher's. A little bit of paper, and here we have the Shijie trademark stuff, I guess. This is you get in the box. You get an Allen key, which is be for the go to stay tune bridge. You get a Shijie plectrum, and I guess that's some other form of key to adjust something, but I'm not quite sure what yet. It's the bar for the truss rod, because like the Fender Strat Elite, it's got the accessible truss rod. So I'll put that there. You also get the now famous Shijie, I'm guessing it's like a tidy of some description, beautifully printed with our, it looks like it's burnt on or printed, the Shijie logo, and it's just a nice little touch really, but I should imagine it costs a few pounds to manufacture, because it's actually a lovely bit of roasted maple wood. So, a bit about this guitar and the choices that I made. This is known as the Shijie TLV Pro series, and it's the new 2022 model. However, I have requested a couple of things which are Shijie's a custom shop, so I thought it made sense to request a few things that aren't normally part of the standard offering. So I'd like to take the credit for not having those horrible bags that they do. Maybe it's still inside, I don't know, but we have a whole thing back. So what I actually decided to do was go with a sunburst model, which is not part of the standard fare, and I think that there's a reason for that. The bodies are advertised as being two-piece older, and most of the sunburst ones that I've seen look very strangely like it's one piece only. And I do know when I first made inquiries about Shijie, maybe 1.5 years ago, that they said that this was talking direct with them at the time, through the owners, that they tend to use one-piece bodies for the sunburst, and that's another reason it's not a standard anymore, because obviously it costs a lot of money. The videographer today is my wife, and it's her birthday. Bing Bing, say hello, Bingy.
Hi.
Yeah, So she's the one to blame in the event of it all looking terrible. And as always with Shijie, this is the Mark II gig bag that you get with them. Let's check the pockets, see if there's anything inside. No, nothing inside the small pocket, but there will be later, i.e. this stuff. So I'll put it in there now. My other gig bag I have for my SD, because I like to keep most of my guitars in a hard case, is actually on sale and has been sold to a gentleman off the Shijie Guitar Players Facebook group who'll be picking it up in August. No hurry. Just check the other pocket, no zips, really great. I can't stress enough, these are a really good gig bag. I think the original ones had like a white stripe around here as well, but they've obviously moved on from them. This is a really good gig bag. It's probably second only to the Gator one. Now, first things first, I'll try and do what the professional YouTubers do and sort of like tease you a little bit with it. So let's put it on here and open it up. And you can't see anything. So, I don't know whether is the camera picking that up, Bingy? It's picking this up, yeah. So in the inside the guitar case itself, we have our certificate of authenticity and sales bill from SC Guitars, and Greg puts a couple of his SC Guitar stickers in there as well. Inside we have a sales receipt from SC Guitar, so obviously you won't get that if you're buying in the States or Europe. And then you get a receipt from them saying who's done the assembly and who's done the final inspection and the date of production. And this one, you can see, no longer appears as a standard option. It's been wrote on Sunburst. The strap, the STE that I had, was actually signed by Alex, who's the owner and the chief technical officer of the company. This is been done by looks like Amy. Tune test by Shia Long, and the inspector is, I can't really read that, but it was done on the 16th of the 5th, 2022, so relatively new. And that's what you get, 272238, that's the inspection certificate. Moving on from here, I'm sure everyone's fast forwarded now to listen to my inane rambling. So here you have the guitar, and again, I have to stress how incredibly light this is. It really is. If you've got a bad back, this guitar is for you, believe me. So let's take it out of this horrible, horrible, horrible bag. And I say that because it makes it's like running your nails down the chalky blackboard. And oh dear me, I'm going to trap this here and rip the bag open because it's a lot less painful that way. Wow.
Oh, gorgeous.
You just heard my wife say that is gorgeous. It's not often that she refers to anything as being gorgeous, but really, that is gorgeous. You'll see on here I've gone for the Sunburst. And actually I think I can see that this is a two-piece body. There's a definite line that runs across there, but it's so well matched, and that's about here. It could just well be that's the block of stain, but it looks like a two-piece body. No disappointment there at all. It's as advertised, and some of the best guitars in the world have got 2 and 3, and if you're Fender though, you've got 5-piece bodies, and that's a little bit too much. So the spec on this one, it's got It's serial number 2021201, crafted by Shijie Guitar Works. And for those that don't know, Shijie Guitar Works is in China, in an area called Weifang. Hardware wise, this has really nice looking, although I never thought that they would be. This has Gota locking machine heads. Apparently the locking machine heads are not that popular on these. It has something which I will change, because I change on all of these. It's 10 minutes is okay. It has a string tree. I have a string tree waiting for it, because I prefer the Graphtec ones. They say it's bone for the nut, but this really looks like some sort of, it looks like a Graphtec thing, although I'm not really sure. It's a funny coloured bone if ever there was one. The back has, and again, Shijie have actually stopped doing this now, unless it's a special order guitar, but it has this very beautiful skunk stripe on the back. The headstock itself, nice and petite, beautifully shaped. And I have gone for the pearloid white scratch plate, which I think looks wonderful on Sunburst. It's got a Gota stay in tune bridge with compensated saddles so that you can actually do the intonation. The neck on this actually feels a little bit chunky. It definitely needs tuning up, but it's definitely chunkier than my STE, though it's supposed to be the same neck profile. Standard three-way selector switch. I do have something by a company called the Roadhouse, which is a five-way selector, and has a thing called the Hoop switch, which I might try out on this. It's a different control plate and gives you a stratty thing. But for now, I'm obviously just going to continue. I don't like the stickers on them. I know a lot of people leave them on, but I really can't see the point. Let's have a look at the fretwork. I don't know whether that'll actually pick up or if it's possible to zoom in on this, but that is set with an incredibly low action. The neck feels, it's straighter than a straight thing. I would trust that in a school for a ruler. Let's check it from the other end. Yeah, it's absolutely perfect. It really is straight. The neck itself, like I say, it feels quite chunky, but it could be because the guitar itself seems a bit smaller. Really does need tuning up, but again, it's got the wheel here for the truss rod should you ever need to adjust it, but it really is a beautiful guitar. The fretwork is exceptional. It really is exceptional. The fretwork is beautiful. You can run your finger up and down this all day long, even with the 10 string it comes set up with. That's actually better set up than the STE, where the strings felt a little bit hard. But if you're a guy that likes to play with the over the top, which I tend to do for the 5th fret, I will stop playing it now because it is out of tune and I'm not going to tune it up. But here it is. It's the Shijie TLV, which is obviously a Telecaster. Beautiful cutaway here guitar, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be the owner. Thank you.